Mindfulness meditation is a simple, yet powerful practice designed to help you become more present, aware, and peaceful in your daily life. We live in a fast-paced world, where our minds are often pulled in many directions at once. Mindfulness meditation is about breaking this cycle, allowing us to slow down, focus, and experience life in the present. Let's begin with the basics of mindfulness meditation. The practice itself is quite simple. It doesn't require any special equipment, a lot of time, or a particular belief system. All it really asks is for you to be fully present and engaged with whatever is happening right now. First, let's talk about setting up for your practice. If you're sitting in a chair, plant your feet firmly on the ground. If you're sitting on the floor, you can cross your legs in a comfortable position. You want to feel stable and supported. Your back should be straight but not stiff, allowing your chest to open and your breath to flow freely. Place your hands in your lap or on your knees, wherever they feel most comfortable. Next, it's important to understand the role of the breath in mindfulness meditation. The breath is your anchor, a tool that helps you stay grounded in the present moment. As you sit quietly, begin to pay attention to your breath. Notice how it feels to inhale, the air filling your lungs, and notice how it feels to exhale, the air leaving your body. You don't need to change your breath or make it deeper, just observe it as it is. Now, as you begin to focus on your breath, you may notice that your mind starts to wander. You might begin thinking about things you need to do later, replaying conversations, or worrying about the future. This is completely normal, especially when you're just beginning. Our minds are naturally active, and the purpose of mindfulness meditation is not to stop your thoughts but to become aware of them without getting caught up in them. When you notice that your mind has wandered, gently bring your attention back to your breath. It's important to do this without judgment or frustration. Each time your mind drifts away, simply notice it, and then return your focus to the breath. Think of it like training a puppy. You wouldn't get upset if the puppy wandered off, you'd just gently guide it back to where you want it to be. This process of noticing when your mind has wandered and then bringing your attention back to the present moment is the heart of mindfulness meditation. Each time you do this, you are strengthening your ability to stay present, to let go of distractions, and to experience the moment as it is. Let's take a moment to discuss the thoughts and emotions that arise during meditation. It's common to think that meditation should be a calm and peaceful experience, but that's not always the case. Sometimes, when we sit quietly and focus on our breath, difficult emotions or memories can arise. This is perfectly normal, and mindfulness meditation gives us the tools to deal with these emotions in a healthy way. When a difficult thought or emotion comes up, rather than pushing it away or trying to avoid it, acknowledge it. Notice how it feels in your body. Where do you feel it? Maybe it's a tightness in your chest or a knot in your stomach. Instead of labeling the feeling as good or bad, try to approach it with curiosity and compassion. Breathe into the sensation and let it be there without trying to change it. By doing this, you are allowing yourself to experience the emotion fully, and often, you'll find that it begins to soften on its own. Remember, the goal of mindfulness meditation isn't to have a completely quiet mind or to always feel calm. The goal is to become more aware of what's happening in the present moment, without judgment. Some days your mind might feel busy and distracted, while other days you might feel more peaceful. Both are completely okay. Now that we've talked about the basics of mindfulness meditation, let's go over some tips to help you get the most out of your practice. The first tip is to start small. As a beginner, you don't need to meditate for long periods of time. Even just 5 minutes a day can make a big difference. Over time, as you become more comfortable with the practice, you can gradually increase the length of your meditation sessions. Another tip is to be patient with yourself. Mindfulness meditation is a skill, and like any skill, it takes time and practice to develop. If you find your mind wandering a lot during your meditation, don't get frustrated. Every time you notice your mind has wandered and you bring it back to the breath, you're practicing mindfulness. It can also be helpful to create a routine. Try to meditate at the same time each day, whether it's in the morning, during lunch, or before bed. This helps build the habit of mindfulness into your daily life, making it easier to stick with over the long term. And finally, remember that mindfulness doesn't stop when your meditation session is over. You can bring the principles of mindfulness into your everyday activities. When you practice mindfulness, you are training your brain to focus on what is happening right now, rather than being caught up in the past or future. As you continue to practice, remember that mindfulness is a journey, not a destination. Each day is an opportunity to start fresh and bring more presence and awareness into your life. Thank yourself for taking this time to practice, and carry this sense of mindfulness with you into the rest of your day.